Welcome to Stop the Madness. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Stop the Madness. I'm your host, The Kid Plot. Thank you so much for joining us once again. Of course, I'm here with my co-host, Isaac Cotto, and we are back again in the building with another great video for you guys. But before we get started, like the video, share the video, comment on the video, and make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and get us to 3K because we're almost there.
Bro, I thought after the election we were going to dry up on content to talk about with Trump.
Never.
No.
This is going to be an eventful year.
We might be like 150K
so I guess
by the end of the first year of his
no
term.
question. So I guess we have another video about this topic.
Yes,
the Trump topic.
The Trump.
Let's see what we're talking
Trump
about.
Channel. Let's go.
The borders are.
Homan, with all due respect, legal.
Let me just say,
Yeah.
I love AOC.
Mm-hmm.
Puerto Rican, lost her dad very young. She worked at a bar. She went to a great school. And like when I made it to the highest, one of the highest levels, like I give credit to her.
So now this is Tom Homan that we're going to react to at the
he's
borders
the new border czar.
No appointee by Trump.
He's going to give you his take on immigration.
Asylees are not charged with any crime.
When you're into the country illegally, it's violation 8 United States Code 1325.
Seeking asylum is legal.
If you want to seek asylum, you go through the port of entry, do it the legal way. The Attorney General of the United States has made that clear.
Okay.
And he has come out of the gate firing, laying down the law on Fox News.
I've seen some of these Democratic governors say they're going to stand in the way. They're going to make it hard for us. Well, a suggestion. If you're not going to help us, get the hell out of the way, but we're going to do it. So if we can't get assistance from New York City, and we may have to double the number of agents we send to New York City because we're going to do the job. We're going to do the job without you or with you.
Even parts of the leftist mainstream media seem to be coming around to the appointment, with CNN's senior political commentator Scott Jennings in favor of Mr. Homan.
Well, first of all, I think Mr. Homan is the exact right choice, and I'm glad the president has moved on that so quickly because it was such a big part of his campaign. Number two, look, there's a whole bunch of people in this country that don't need to be here. In fact, there's, I think, 1.3 million people who've already received deportation orders from federal courts. They've already had due process. They need to leave, and so there's a good place to start.
But Anna Navarro from The View wasn't so convinced, slamming the appointment and saying it will result in mass deportations.
The appointment of Tom Homan today as border czar, and he will be in charge of a mass deportation program, the largest the country has ever seen, they say. And now Stephen Miller, as deputy chief of staff, should let you know that he was absolutely serious. And when you talk about mass deportations, people think, oh, it's just going to be the criminals. There's not enough criminals, aliens in the federal prison system for it to be mass deportation.
There you go. I think she went on and said it's going to be grandmas and aunts that get deported.
Right.
We're talking about New York City. There's a lot of Dominicans in New York City.
Oh, no doubt.
I mean, like the block I grew up with, very little Dominicans. I go over there now. It's full of Dominicans.
Yeah.
I guarantee you a lot of them overstayed their visas and are here.
But that's super common. That's not an uncommon thing.
But should ICE then go ahead and round up all the Dominicans?
Well, that's why I said, like, we spoke about this, off camera. No, I think that it should be a case-by-case situation. If it's somebody that's been here and hasn't committed crimes, they've been here for a long period of time, in my opinion, 8 years or more, and, they work and they're contributing and they're not committing felonies and not here breaking the law, I don't think that they should be deported.
Look, New York City is one of those scenarios where just seeing what has happened with all the immigrants that have been allowed in the city and putting up in hotels and giving them cards and all this kind of stuff. And then the crimes and like to be completely embarrassed in front of the nation when you got cops getting beat up in Times Square. You're shining, what do you sell most about New York City is to be able to walk through Times Square when Giuliani was there and cleaned it all up. Like moms, kids, anybody could walk through there. Times Square was completely changed. But then lo and behold, this past year, cops are getting beat up by a bunch of immigrants. And guess what? They shit it for everybody.
Yep.
They mess it for everybody. And I don't see how New York City is going to stop removing all those people.
Well, here's the thing. That's exactly the same thing you just said, that, one person or a few people mess it up for everyone. That is why immigration is the way it is, because you have one criminal that rapes and kills a girl, and now all of a sudden people are being viewed and they're being generalized to, all these illegals that are coming here are doing similar things to what this guy did, right?
Yeah.
So one bad apple ruins all the batch of good apples.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's just how it is in a lot of other areas, not just immigration. So, unfortunately, that's where we're at. And now, all of a sudden, we're going to have this border czar, Tom Homan, who ain't playing. That man's going to get the job done.
I tell you what,
he going to get the job done one way or another.
Immigration firms are going to start making a lot more money.
Oh, for sure.
If we do immigration right now,
you might want to get back in.
No, I'm good. I'm done with that. But I was doing immigration the first time Trump came around.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, December for us would be like the slowest month of the year.
Bro, get your money, bro. Why you ain't trying to get back in?
December of 15, we hit numbers and signed up so many people because Trump was coming in January of 2016.
So imagine what January of 2025 going to be like.
What? If you got an immigration firm and you focus on removal defense, get ready. You about to get tons of business.
Bro, just go ahead and do it. And I'm going to send you referrals. You're going to have about 150 new clients.
I don't need that problem in my life.
Yeah, but you're going to have a lot of money, sir.
Some money ain't worth it. It ain't worth it no more. No, I'm done.
Nah, I feel you.
But man, if you're bilingual and you just got licensed to be an attorney, start doing immigration, because in the next 2 or 3 months you're gonna be able to pay your bills, open a little.
But they're not gonna take your advice, because they're looking at you like, well, if he doesn't want,
I already did it.
Why would I do it?
No, I already been to war. I don't want to go back. I already been through that. I got out clean, and I'm like, okay, I still got my license, and I'm good. Like that shit is dangerous,
no doubt.
But no, it's about to get. Man, they're gonna be so busy.
But yeah, like he said, like going back to what Tom Homan said again, when he's responding to what's her name from the AOC that was on AOC?
Mm-hmm.
That's her name?
Yeah. Well, everybody knows as AOC, Ocasio-Cortez.
Okay, yeah. So that girl, it's like she was asking those questions because that's a natural worry that most people, a lot of people in this country have. And when she tries to hit him with the, hey, listen, coming to this country for asylum is not illegal. And he's like, well, according to statute 1325, that law, rather.
Yeah. He was saying to come into the country is illegal. And she said, asylees, filing
but
for
he's
asylum.
saying, but coming in illegally is not an asylee. You need to come in through the port of entry, which is the legal way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Detected, not undetected. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you hear stories of, I don't know, the Russian spy that came on a plane and says, I want to seek asylum. He didn't come through a port of entry or whatever, or Cubans that come on a raft, or like there's scenarios of people, because it's too dangerous or they can't get there, try to figure out a way just to cross so they can say, hey, I'm not trying to run. I want to file for asylum. They may have a legitimate claim.
See, that's the only thing that sucks about when you're the U.S. saying you're trying to be the savior of everybody.
There's no look. One thing I've learned doing law, particularly family law, when you go to, or any also in civil litigation, when you go to mediations, you try to come to an agreement, right? And if there's an agreement made, both parties have lost, right? Because someone got to give up something. Right. You're not going to satisfy both sides. Like everybody got to give up something. So at the end of the day, you got to, if you want to seek asylum, there's a hard rule. You got to come through a legal port of entry. You can't make it to port of entry. Guess what? You can't seek asylum.
They can't get to an airport, like, because that's a port of entry. An airport is a port of entry or crossing lands.
To enter the United States, you need a visa. So getting to an airport, I mean, you just because you got a passport from Mexico, you can't get on a plane and just come. I don't know what's the visa requirements for, say, Mexico, but it said, no, you got to have a visa to come to the United States.
To even get on the plane.
You got to go through the consulate and say, hey, here's my visa. I have permission to come to the United States, right? And so when you get there, then they stamp your passport and say, okay, you can be here 30 days, 90 days, whatever. But if you can't get a visa. The only reason you're gonna get a visa is because you show you're not gonna stay in the country. You have bank accounts, you have properties, you have a good job. The people that are coming over, that's not the scenario. Yeah. The rich people in Mexico are not crossing the river.
No, of course.
Right? So they can't come legal. They can't hop on a plane. If that everybody show. Yeah. So, yeah. But no, but hey, Trump is doing what he said he was going to do.
You can't. He literally is doing what he says. So,
and I don't know. Out of the 50 states, I feel like I want to say 47 turned red.
Yo.
Right. So at the end of the day, the people have spoken. This is what they want.
That's what they wanted.
This is what they want. And if you want to change it on the blue side, you need to move more to the center.
Yeah.
And you need to do something because what you didn't work, and you lost 47, 48 states.
For sure. And during the midterms in 2 years, if you really want to, start moving towards the other side, then you need to vote, the House and Senate seats to be blue.
Yep, they're
about
to get control of that too.
Oh, he about to pass some bills now. He about to pass some shit.
It's gonna be crazy. I'm so glad I had to deal with that. No
Me neither.
Right. We'll wrap it up with that, man. Get ready. It's coming. It's the red wave. Literally, the Trump train is moving.
It's no joke.
Hey, like, subscribe. Let us know what you think, and we see y'all soon. Peace. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel and click here. If you want to see more videos like this, click here. Boom.